Good dog.
Yeah, yeah?
How's it, brother?
Yeah.
You know, for sure.
See you
For
with
sure,
him?
bro. For sure. How's it, bro?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You know what? I don't want to act.
Yeah, let's not, let's be real, yeah.
I don't want to act.
Yeah.
I want to be real with you.
Uh-huh.
I want to ask you a question. Maybe the people that are watching right here, they can be answered as well. What is that one thing that you're most grateful for in this life, brother?
Well, what I'd say I'm truly grateful for is the opportunity to experience it. And when I say experience, I mean experience life, dude.
Life?
Yeah. Experience life's obstacles, experience life's difficulties, life's joys, life's sadness, because I don't think well, we can say it's a cliche saying, but some say you only live once, which I beg to differ, but
Yeah.
For now, for me, I'd say it's a gift of living,
Right.
yeah, and experiencing life in its ups and downs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing that I'm most grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
I love it because you know what? In most cases, when I ask people about this question, they usually say that I'm so grateful that I have a job, so grateful that I have this, and that. So they shift their focus from life to the material things of
Material,
life.
yeah.
You feel me though?
Yeah.
So I'm really, really glad that you say like, you know what? Even the gift of life itself, I'm really grateful for it. Tell me something, bro. And please be genuine with me. Be genuine with me. You see what's going on, bro. You see what's going on in this world. If you were, probably you older than me.
Yeah, I'm more, almost 40.
You don't look 40 though. You don't look 40. Brother, please, tell me, my G.
Yeah.
I'm a youngster. I'm really trying to figure it out in this world. I don't know which one I should do, which one I shouldn't. If you were to advise, like a 20-year-old me, Phil, if you were to give me some advice, what are the things that you would say that I should do actually do so that I can reach your age and actually surpass it?
Well, not that I'm trying to be corny or anything, yeah, but personally, dude, my life has not taken the normal, didn't turn out the normal, way that life turns out for a young black adult that was living after apartheid and, the new South Africa. And you know what I'm saying? It didn't turn out to me having a posh car and this and that, you know what I'm saying? But I did experience a whole lot of realness. I did experience more than some people that have all that have experienced, you know what I'm saying? I've experienced a true element of people, you know what I'm saying? With you, what is a person and their hardships and their ups and downs, and I've been able to connect with them on that level, you know what I'm saying? Because again, getting back to your question, like what I would advise is be real to yourself, dog.
Right.
Yeah, be real. Like we were speaking earlier about your studies, etc. You ended up studying because family, whatnot. But I'm glad that you're doing this for a matter of fact.
Right.
That given whatever the family expects of you, like personally, my family also had expectations of me.
Yes.
But I had expectations of myself too, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, or fortunately, it depends on how you look at it, I've experienced a whole different, lifestyle, people, and I don't feel bad about a single day, that even though certain days have been really dark, but when I sit here today, I see what those days were about and what God was trying to teach me, or what the universe was trying to show me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The universe was trying to make this body or this soul experience. You know what I'm saying? Because you should understand that there is what we are. We're souls that are living, are reliving our experiences. That are experiencing things afresh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said to you earlier, that you know everything because God talks to you through the soul.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And that's how you just need to remember, which is very hard to do. You know what I'm saying? You know?
For sure. I love it. I love it, man. Because you just said something very profound to me right now. You said that some people in your life might be families, might be friends, they're expecting something of you. But then you also have your own expectations. And I suppose, I might be wrong, in most cases I am. I suppose your own expectations of yourself should take a precedent more than the expectations
True.
of
That is being real to yourself. That is being real to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being real to what it's like I said, sometimes something happens or you experience something and you're like, I knew this was gonna happen, you know? But because Dad told you to do this, you just went on and did it, you know what I'm saying? And you knew you were gonna flunk, dog, you know what I'm saying?
For
or
sure.
you knew you were gonna fail that test, or you knew you were gonna get into a fight with that guy, you know what I'm saying? But because of people's expectations of you, you ended up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, your question was?
My question was, it's not a question, it was a statement saying that, you know what, your own expectations of yourself should take precedence more than the expectations of your family.
Yes, like that. Okay, getting me back to that.
Yeah.
So, once you are real to yourself, I think whatever you experience, you'll be more comfortable in that experience. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like whatever like if I decide I'm going to go to Hillbrook and chill with a bunch of drug addicts,
Right.
as opposed to sitting at home and watching TV with my mom. You know what I'm saying? For starters, it will be much more easier for me to relax because it is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And fine, I'll get 1-2 surprises, but I would have been expecting those surprises because shit, where am I? And of course, there are certain factors that come into play. Where are you? Who are you around? You know what I'm saying? And using your own rationale, you'll get to a conclusion which I'm going to be around certain people like this. So I should expect swearing, I should expect bickering and fighting and people to, you know what I'm saying? And therefore you prepare the mind, the body and the soul for anything that's going to happen around you, you know what I'm saying? Then for you to sit at home and be miserable. You know what I'm saying?
You said something earlier on, and I loved it so much. You said something about, okay, let me paraphrase it. I think even like this, or rather, the things that you expose yourself to are the ones that are
Will dominate.
So, right?
Just in life, what is a human comprised of? The mind, body, and the soul. Right? Let's just break it down into more simpler terms of the spirit and the flesh.
Right.
Right? So the one which you feed the most will dominate.
Say that again, man, for the camera, please. Say that again on the camera.
The one that you feed the most will dominate.
The more you, or rather,
the one that you feed
the
the
one
most
that you feed the most
will dominate.
will dominate.
Yes, it's like 2 kids, 5 years old. Malnutrition. Feeding, he's chowing good, he's getting his Kellogg's in the morning, he's chowing his lunch and stuff, but this kid's mom is an alcoholic, whatever. He eats once a day if he's lucky. Chances are, if those kids get into a fight,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
The obvious is gonna take place.
Exactly.
That dude's gonna get beaten up. You know, because that's just me, simplifying it.
Yeah.
So when we speak about what I was meaning by that is feed the spirit the things of the spirit. 24 hours in a day, you're awake maybe 16 of those hours.
Sure.
Let's spend 8 hours or 10 hours like speaking spirituality. Let's spend 8 hours or 10 hours speaking about things that grow the mind, that grow you as a person, you know? Then spend the other time looking chowing or doing whatever, you know?
It's part of something.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yours were
Recreation.
by the way, he has a stadium over there.
You know what I mean?
People not gonna know.
You know what I mean?
Bro, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, man. What's your take when it comes to the man upstairs?
Yo.
I know it's so broad. It's so broad. It's so broad.
Like,
What?
I feel that if I were even to say I have a take on the man upstairs, I'd be limiting him. You know, like I said to you, words haven't been created to explain that, you know,
Yeah.
or that element. It's beyond what you or me can even imagine.
Beyond the comprehension.
You know what I'm saying?
There are times where I can't even comprehend. As I told you before, like life can just
Change in an instant,
in a
yeah.
split second, just
Yeah.
totally change.
And now you're telling me you want to limit that to an element that can do something like that to words.
You know what?
Even Bill Gates can't change your life like that.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Even Elon.
You know what? You can't, dude. You know what I'm saying? But God is the only guy that can do that. The only element that can do that, actually.
You know what I used to say when I'm conversating with people, I would say that, you know what, God, He has done everything that I ever asked for. There's no prayer that I ever prayed, bro, that's never been answered. Each and every prayer that I prayed has been answered. But
Okay.
I don't want to say that God has done everything in His power, because if I say in His power, we're limiting Him.
Okay, can you just like take 2 steps back
Yeah.
to what you just said? I wouldn't put it in the exact same words to say God has done everything that you have asked for. You know what I'm saying? But I can say you have done everything that you have asked for. You know what I'm saying?
Say that again.
You have done everything that you asked for because you should, like, during my journey of life, I've grown to understand that I am God. You understand? I am God. I've got the power to create. That's why we were created to create. God, dude, I don't know if you know that you can create. And when we mean create is you've created this scenario that we're doing right now. You created it. Don't blame it on God. You created it. You spoke it and it came into being. You know what I'm saying, dog? I created it by agreeing. You know what I'm saying? God's, like, what I've learned is that it says in the book, like we spoke about the book of myself and you in private earlier, and I said that the message will get across. You know what I'm saying? No matter if it's been distorted or it's been tampered with, whatever message God wants you to get, you will get. And God says, I have made you in the image of me. I don't know what you get from that, but what I get is that He took a piece of Himself. I think they say people look at it in very too simplified, and it's not as simple as that. He's trying to say He took a piece of Himself so He could experience Himself through you. That's what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? So He wants to see how great He is. So He through you, so He gives you a chance to experience, but it's not you experience, it's God. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you feel like
That you answer shit.
yeah.
Because you are God. You are a piece of Him. You know what I'm saying? And He's given you the power to do anything. He says you've got dominion over everything.
You can even move mountains.
Dude.
Yeah.
But can I tell you why we're not moving mountains this day and age?
For sure. It's gonna be fun, I know, for sure.
No. The reason, because what I learned as well is that the moment you have that dot of doubt in anything you do,
Doubt.
screws it all up. I don't know if it happened to you once. Well, it happened to me. I'll tell you a story that happened to me when I was a kid.
Right.
We were playing football in the streets in Soweto with me and the guys, you know, eating my grandma and stuff. And the dog comes out of the next door yard, dude. Everybody just, and me, because I was just visiting, I don't know this shit. I just take everybody's, you know, scattered, dude. Just I think I need to do the same, dude. But it seems like I was the last man to run because the dog was on my ass, you know. Hey, bruh, I jumped some high wall. And we all come back, we huddle up, the owner's taking the dog and whatever. Hey, Donna, where did you go? Where did you go? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that me in that gate, And I'm like, I jumped to that wall. And the niggas were like, you didn't do that, dog. Come on, Caesar. Tell us another one. Where did you go, dog? So I'm like, no, I'm telling you, dude, I jumped the wall. And like, nah. And they said to me, do it again, dog. If you didn't want, you can do it again.
Exactly, for sure.
But I probably tried 10 times. Yeah. You know why? Because the way so much adrenaline was running through my mind, my body. At the time the dog was chasing, there was no time to doubt.
Yeah.
There was only time to get away.
Survival.
You know what I'm saying?
We're in survival mode.
We're in survival mode, you know what I'm saying? So that out of doubt, it didn't get there, bro. You were like, I'm going to jump that wall, and I did it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I say, why we can't move mountains these days is because we've got too much time to think about it.
Think about it, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Think about it.
And
That's why,
bro.
That's why I love Nike's slogan. Just do it. Just do it. Don't think too much about it. Just do it. We never thought too much about this. I just said, bro, let's go.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, we're doing it. So I love what you're saying. The minute you think about it, remember, if you spend too much time thinking about it, you're gonna spend, let's say, 70% of the positive, or rather, 70% of the negatives, 30%
Of the positive, exactly.
And what you expose yourself to, take the video.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Because once you think,
who's gonna dominate?
exactly,
The positivity. Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's the
It's
lesson.
like being prepared for an exam. You've studied, you know you've put in the work, but you know it might be hard. But when you put the facts against the doubt, the facts overpower the doubt because you know you've done everything within your power to dominate this thing. You know what I'm saying? Hence you end up doing it and getting like an ace the exam. You know, it's because of the same thing that we said. You put time, you put energy, you know.
Think about it, like, is it possible for me to do it? Now you're doubting yourself. 99% of faith, 1% of doubt. It's a normal. You're gonna fail. You might have like 99% of positive energy, but then if that 1% negative, it's gonna kill you. That's what happened when you saw Jesus walk on water. He believed that he could walk on water, but then he doubted.
I like the fact that you got to do that. You came to that story.
Right.
You too can do what I do. That's what Jesus said after putting money on women's eyes. It was like, wow, I have to do that. You too can do what I do. He's told us. We've been told these things. Fine. He said it's a white nigger. He's a white nigger. It doesn't matter. What I said to you, whatever message you are meant to get from the man upstairs, you will get it, dog. They can say it's an Indian colored, a Jewish oak, they can say it's a Hindu oak that said it to you. You know what I'm saying? What the essence of the message is, you too can do what I can. You know what I'm saying?
You can even do it.
You can't walk on water, but like a lot has happened. Especially in this day and age that we're living in now, especially with technology, especially with it's actually messed up a lot of us connecting with our true being,
right?
I learned somewhere that at the point in time we were so close to God, we could talk to Him, and it's like we're talking now.
Exactly.
It says in the Garden of Eden. That he was talking to God, dog. You know what I'm saying?
You come visit each and every morning.
You know what I'm saying? What?
Hear the footsteps of God.
You know what I'm saying? But now, what has driven us so far away from being able to do that, dog? When last we just Oak will tell you he died and he woke up, and everybody will tell us, he's lying, you must get arrested.
You must get arrested.
Yeah. Bushiri came and he I don't know what he was feeding the people.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, no, she's a hoax, he needs to get arrested. But like everybody was looking for him.
Like for reading all the days when we read the Bible. Bruh, like they used to communicate with God like this.
But now we ask ourselves, why can't we do that anymore?
Why, brother? Why?
It's because of the lifestyle we live. The things that we have been, we are okay with now. That is, we're not listening to the Lord. We are not listening to God. And when we don't listen, what do? We move away from Him. Certain people call it sin, but I mean, I wouldn't want to put sin into a box and say sin is this, this, and that. Because what is sin to you may not be sin to me. What is sinful to you may not be sinful to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was explaining to you earlier, the reason why they said Hitler went to heaven was because the only time a human being is at total peace and is in a heavenly state is when he's dead. He killed 500,000 Jews. So he put 500,000 people into a heavenly state. Isn't that a blessing for him? And with his true heart, with all that he believed with all of him, that what he was doing was right. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of controversial.
You know, it's very controversial. Hence, I'm not saying I agree with whatever he did, or I don't agree with it. I think that will be my. I'll keep that standpoint to myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why they say that life is a perspective, and mine may differ from yours. That yours may differ from mine.
Exactly.
So there's no point in time where I can say that no, what you're saying is wrong. Because do we have the standard? What's the standard?
What is the standard? Who gets to say what is right and what is wrong?
Exactly.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why life is subjective. Life is subjective. We don't live by objectivity. No, we live by subjectivity.
Objectivity, yeah.
Because I'm not saying this tastes good.
My God, it's flop. Certain people like chili. I hate chili.
Exactly. So life is a perspective, man, and mine are different things. But then I think God. How can I put it? If I say life is a perspective and we live life subjectively, so I think he's the objectivity of everything.
Yeah. He's a primary objectivity.
Yes.
But like I told you, he wants to experience himself. It's not about you. It ain't about me, dog. It ain't about Hitler. It's all about him. He wants to see what a God that would kill 500,000 Jews, how that experience would be. You know what I'm saying? He wants to see. You study law.
That's why they say that the body is the vessel.
He wants to see what a nigga living in a shelter, that experience would be. It's him experiencing himself in different forms and ways. You know what I'm saying? So, hence, I say, me, I don't regret anything that's happened in my life. Yeah, I have some disappointment, but it's part of life. You know what I'm saying? But I also say it's my journey, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's my journey, dude, and I'm just gonna live it. You know what I'm saying? Some people may look at it and say it's not too great, you know. I may look at a guy living in Santon driving a Ferrari life and say, yes, this is why you got stressed, bro. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I'm not about life, brother, that's my 2 cents of what I've noticed in this life. There are people, right? Me being one of them. As I said before, I think I have everything that I ever prayed for. You said that I have everything that I
wanted to.
Exactly. I have everything that I wanted to have. But I always felt empty. Always felt empty. I don't want to lie to you. I always felt empty. I said, let me take a step back. Maybe what's the problem? The only problem is that I was very interested in God. He was the least thing about Johannesburg. That's a distance, bro.
Yeah.
That's a distance. I said, I took a step back. I came back. I said, man, upstairs.
Yeah, what's going on? Where you at? Yeah.
He said, you left me. I've always been here.
Yeah.
You are the one who left me. Came back to him. Welcomed me. 3 months down the line, I'm all good. Going back to the streets. You know? When I'm talking about the streets, no, I'm not a thug, right?
Yeah,
but
no.
There are things that I've done before that I'm not proud of.
I think that's the case for all of us, yeah?
For all of us. There are things that you do that you are not proud of, and you're gonna stop. As I said before, we always do the things we don't want to do, but then we don't do the things that we want to do. And what did you say after that? You said what you expose yourself to.
Dominates, yeah.
Exactly. What you feed is going to dominate.
Exactly.
So I said, nah, maybe what might be the problem? I went back to God. I said,
Nigga.
He said, but then I gave
Go,
you
nigga,
everything.
go, no.
He said, I gave you everything. I gave you everything. I said, I know. You gave me everything. The second time he gave me, I went again. I was fucked up. I came up. I said, Now I had to come to a relationship. I said, I'm the problem. It's never God. It's never God, bro. I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
It's never God. I'm the problem. Because, bro, if I don't have the self-discipline, if I can control myself, who's going to control my life?
Yeah, I think that's your primary responsibility as a human being, and by you saying that you've actually taken a blur from my eyes about something that I think I was having a bit of difficulty with, because believe it or not, 10 months ago,
Right.
I had the full support of my family. I had the love of my family. I was speaking to my mom every day. I was speaking to my brothers, my son. Like everybody thought Syria has finally stopped his nonsense and he's going somewhere. I was fat. I was, living la vida loca. And ready to,
For sure.
And overnight things changed. And at the time I sat and I asked myself, come on. I wanted to continue living right, you know what I'm saying? With all of me, I wanted to make these people proud.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what the hell, dog? I think we discussed this, me and you, that
Exactly.
so this is the last time that I'm going to go down that line and live that type of life. And now this is the time whereby I get to testify, you know what I'm saying, about whatever I've experienced.
Yes.
And the answer that I got from my spirit is that, see, you have not learned what I want you to learn yet. You know what I'm saying? You have not experienced what I want to experience through your body yet.
Yes.
So that you can tell others and change people's lives. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it's cost you your family, it's cost you your loved ones, it's cost you your son, it's cost you the house, it's cost you this, it's cost you that, you know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, dude, you've got to experience what I want you to experience, so that one day when you tell the story, it is real. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I think when I go back to him and I'm like, dude, let's just do this experience, dog.
Let's just get it out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's just get it out. Mr. S, I want to thank you, bro. Appreciate your time. As a busy man that you are, appreciate you taking the time off, come around, have this thing. Hopefully, we're going to see you more now.
Hold on, like I said to you,
Yeah.
I was looking at ace up my sleeve.
For
up
sure.
my sleeve.
Yeah. That's not the last time we see you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, awesome.
We said, I said I got an ace up my sleeve for you, right?
For sure.
You're sitting with one of SA's illest lyricists, but because of the experience that God wanted me to experience, because of the choices I took in my life, decisions I've made, AKA got to be famous instead of me. God's got to be famous instead of me. But I think that had to happen for me not to, reach the pinnacle of my hip hop career, because God wanted them to experience that. Because if I had them, I definitely they wouldn't have. Yeah. I'd like to drop a nice 16 for you,
Drop it, bro.
That lets you know about who and what I've experienced.
Right.
I
would love that. They would love it too.
Because I've been everywhere, done everything. I've even won the armies to prove it. Walk a mile in my shoes, nigga, you wouldn't do it. From rags to riches and riches to rags. hustling on street corners, trying to get on hot man. Result of the crime, cause everyone showed me no love. Everywhere that I would go, I would rise and be above the rest. Nobody could contest, I was considered the best. But little did I know, heat was too much to handle. They would take me to a place with chains around my ankles. They would take me to a place most considered as hell. A place where goals and ambitions were guaranteed to fail. A place where lies a thin line between loyalty and hate. 26s and 28s. Some call it prison and yes, some call it jail. And if you rape or murder, you'll be sent there with no bail. Best believe what I'm saying is for real. If you don't, ask Juke. I'm sure he's got a story to tell.
Oh,
He's got a story to tell. Yeah, get it. Yeah, we'll get the second verse next time.
my man. Second verse next time. Second verse next time. Mr.
Yeah.
S. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much, man.
Nah, we're not doing this
Most
with
of
you,
you want
man.
to see you, man.
Most
You're gonna do
definitely.
it, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it. G-O-D.
Yeah.
G-O-D.
He's gonna do it. He wants to experience this, so let's let him.
He wants to explain it. So you gonna do it.
Let's let him do it.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. My man. Let's kill it.